Hello, this is Austin Willoughby, and this is my final submission for the final project for level design. So I'm back here in my Minecraft level, and I am currently in adventure mode, which is how players will play this level. And in adventure mode, you cannot break blocks, and yeah, so that the main difference is you can't break blocks, you can't place blocks. So it kind of makes Minecraft a more designed level experience rather than a sandbox. For the sake of this video, I'm going to switch to creative mode just so that I can fly around and kind of give you an overview of the level. So, starting off, players are given some food and some armor. In this chest is a book that details kind of a storyline where a team of archaeologists comes to this site and they're investigating this ravine, and eventually they find a statue, and the people seem to start going crazy and running off into the ravine. So we will chronicle, or I will show you what that book alludes to. So you come down this ladder. I turn this ladder. It used to be facing on this wall, because players would come down facing this way, and they would see this and instantly go here. So I turn the ladder in the hopes that players would kind of look this way instead, and would come over here because I want them to see this statue, because while it's not critically important at the beginning, it is important to the storyline. So they see the statue, and in the book upstairs it says that a person had jumped off in that direction. So the next thing they'll want to do is come down here, and they'll find that they cannot continue on. So they will come down here, and they will see this blood, fight these monsters, come down here, and find the death of Haymaker, whose skull is right here. After that, they will come up and around here, back this way, and they will come down here. We'll see this light and this blood here, so that will make them head down in this direction, and they will find Cooper's death. And they will also get Cooper's improvised sword, because at this point they have been trying to fight with their fists. So they will come up here, and they will notice that there's another track where this blood leads. Also, Cooper's death mentions something where him and I think the guy's name is Braun run away. So they will come up here, fight their way up here, and they will get this vista view of the place that they're about to go. So they backtrack, and they realize that they can follow this other path, that there's also blood going along, and they find Braun's death, and he dies right there. So they come around here, and they are back in this familiar scene for us. They come in on the bottom floor, and there's a few paths they can go. They can go down this way, or they can take the secret passage down there if they just so happen to cross it, which comes down through here, and then down into this water, which just flows straight down. So notable things I added in this room besides some decor is there's also some steak in here the player can pick up if they need food. So they can come down here. This is also familiar, but I removed some blocks that were in the way here so that players could come down and look out this grate. Not that they will see much, but it kind of gives them, in case it wasn't clear, that this is the water they could see from the vista earlier. So they come up here, they'll grab these items out of here. Paladin's death. So Paladin is a nameless character, so he's only identified as a paladin. And a sword, a very good sword, probably the best sword you can get on the level. And you find out that he was someone that had originally come to investigate this, this place, and he was killed by Skitter the spider, who was also responsible for the webbing that players see earlier on in the level. So, continuing along the main path here, we come to these two paintings. The one which behind is a diamond chestplate. So players can grab that, and then they will come to this crossroads here and hopefully be drawn by this light over here. And down the stairs, where they are met with a storage area, and also this manual door override. So they flip the door override, they hear the door. If they look in these chests, the only one that contains anything is this one, which has a golden notch apple, which is a very powerful food that they'll need later on. Down this way, there's nothing except for some enemies can sometimes spawn in here and shoot at you, but besides that, nothing major. It's not actually a place that you can get to. So we continue on up the stairs. First thing they see is this door. They'll probably go in. In here, there's just a regular sword and some armor that they can take. Over here is the Potion Master's room, where they can grab some various potions. They fight the Potion Master, and then they will be able to traverse down this way. If they look in here and get intrigued, they might find that they can come around this way and crawl through these spider webs. And there's actually some lapis and another notch apple in here, and the lapis allows them to enchant a piece of their gear with the experience they've gained from fighting monsters. So they can't go upstairs there, but what they can do is come down around here, and they'll see this hallway, and they want to come down over here. And it gives them another vista view of to locate themselves in the world. It also has a chest which contains a single arrow, which becomes important later on. Especially if a skeleton has not dropped an arrow. Another vista view here. So the next place to go is down this hallway, and we encounter Skitter, who, when you kill him, will drop an infinity bow, which is necessary for the final boss fight. So once up here, the player comes down and sees this chest. They look in. There's a bunch of bones and a story about Nottingham dying. Nottingham being the leader of the expedition that originally ran away into the ravine. So once the player does that, they can traverse this area around here, and they might find that down in here there's a shield, which is just another upgrade. Ideally, if the player finds all the secrets, they will be very well equipped to fight the last boss. So the last boss is behind this door here. It's actually Nottingham turned into a demon, so to open the door, they have to flip both of these levers, and Nottingham spawns in the room. And if the player is observant, they will also see this chest here, which contains yet another golden apple. So the player can come in here, and they can fight Nottingham. And once they've done that, they can come down through here, flip this lever on, which opens the doors to the exit. They can come through, and they are back at the beginning. So that is the level. I've had a really great time working on this and iterating on it through playtesting and taking suggestions from people, and I think the level has come out really great. So I hope you agree, and hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.